All right, and good evening, all you cartoon addicts out there, and let's get ready to dive into another amazing episode of the Cartoon Rewind podcast. Of course, I am your host, the one and only Frank, and joining me, as always, are my two partners in crime. We're talking about the encyclopedia of all cartoons. That's Gemini, and the man that I want to be when I grow up one of these days. I'm talking about Rolly himself. Now, before we get into today's episode, do us a favor. Remember to smash that subscribe button, drop us a comment, share our videos, right, and throw us a like our way. You can catch us on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcast, or anywhere where you can watch your podcast. And of course, for some really cool, amazing cartoon clips, you got to check us out on Instagram and on TikTok. Now, Rolly, I heard a rumor that we have a new home when it comes to where we're also housing our podcast.
Oh, okay.
Talk to me about that.
I was worried they kicked you out
For
of
real,
your
for
house.
real. I thought he was. Oh, for real?
Yes. Yeah. All right. So yes, happy to say that the Cartoon Rewind podcast has branched out into the toy business. So we have we've decided to share some of the stuff that Frank keeps in his vault,
Mm,
along with some new toys. So, but at cartoonrewind.com, if you're looking for toys, we recommend you pay us a visit. Check us out. There is also a sign up page. You can get 10% off if you sign up for a newsletter, and 10% off your first order. So check
there
us
you
out.
go. Love that, buddy. Thank you. Thank you. All right. And D, the toy guru, the man that knows everything and anything. What is your hat saying today, my friend?
It's our episode, is it not? It says.
There it is.
Motion detected at
That's
Foster.
right.
The,
All right. So,
the,
Rolly,
the
what are we
reason,
doing
hold on.
today?
Let me help you out, Frank.
Go ahead.
Dwayne, he was setting you up. It was a setup.
Set up
Like
for what?
you're supposed to say, oh, we're doing toys, Star Trek toys today.
Hey, read
Boom,
that.
and then save them.
Star Trek toys.
Okay, and how are the listeners on the podcast listeners supposed to read the hat?
Exactly. But that's okay, though, buddy. That's okay.
Our German friend who downloads us, and Farfignugan to them. Um,
See, this is why you watch
Star
it.
Trek?
This is why you watch
Toy?
it on Spotify
big-
and YouTube, so you can see the hat scrolling says the Toy Cartoon Rewind Podcast. Toy.
see, it goes to show that you don't listen to us on Spotify because Spotify is audio only.
No, we can do video.
We could. It's just, you know.
Because our other podcasts are video on Spotify. So that's up
Yes.
to the producer who wants to do the work. So
Yeah. Well, producer has two jobs,
two wives.
two
School.
wives,
15
school.
kids.
No,
Nah, you're the one.
Frank, you're the one with 15 kids.
Oh, is that me?
Yeah.
Yes.
My bad on that one.
Alright.
My bad.
So,
All right, Rolly.
yes.
So, what are we doing today, buddy?
So I'm so glad you asked. Since for those who cannot see the hat, right? We are going down. We're doing one of our favorite things besides cartoons. Is we're talking toys.
Yes.
Toys. So let me give you, for those who want a little hint of what toys we'll be doing today, here it is.
What show is that?
I'll give you a little hint.
Bird? Is it a
We're
plane?
talking about we're talking about
Space,
thank you.
the final frontier. These are the voyages of the Starship Enterprise. Its continuing mission to explore strange new worlds, to seek out new life on new civilizations, to boldly go where no one has gone before.
So we are doing Star Trek: The
Yes.
Next Generation.
Mm-hmm.
I had to do the soundtrack for you.
Oh, you got to, buddy. You got to.
So yes, Star Trek.
See, I got you. I
Something-
got you.
something that I can actually be. I can say I am an expert on.
Yes,
Well,
you are,
okay,
buddy. Yes, you
of
are.
the three of us, of the three of us.
Yes.
So yeah, so this in this week's episode, we're gonna just review one of the toy lines, the first wave, and this is the 1992 Playmates line. So
Hmm.
originally Next Generation was Galoob. The first two waves were through Galoob, and it was not very successful. So in 1990, they came out in 1988. A couple years later, Playmates bought the rights to do the figures, which were a lot better articulation, a lot better detailed, and obviously had lights and sounds. So every kid's dream. So in
Yeah.
1992, they came out with a series. So let me share my screen. Did anybody here have any Star Trek toys?
Nope.
I did.
You did?
Hmm.
Okay. Thank you.
Now, I did not own a single figure, but I did own a lot of props and chips.
Let
So,
me reconfigure that one. I own
okay.
Deep Space Nine.
I had
Those
that one too. Hmm.
those toys. That's the one I had. But that was later on in life
I
after the show.
I I owned. I'm with you, Frank. I actually in '92 never bought any figures. I bought them years later when I was kind of when I finally had my man cave and I wanted to do some of my um
Respect,
display
man.
some of my
Yeah.
figures. Yeah, but in the '90s I did have the ships. I did have D Space Nine, which by the way I had to sell it when I lost my job. So
Damn.
I had to sell some of my rare collectibles ships. So.
I don't know what happened
Um,
to mine.
Yeah, I should have saved it. I still have a few. I still have a few that I hold on to. All right, but let's talk about the carded figures first. Like I said, good figures, good articulation, nice accessories, and the first two right here, it is the Borg
Hmm.
from because who doesn't like the Borg? Um,
Oh
you
my god,
get
that's when I started loving the show more. Just
yeah.
like when
So
with Deep Space Nine, when Cisco shaved his head. You know what I mean?
I
That's when it
you know
started getting good, man.
that it was when it would start getting good. Once I also say when it well I think at the same time as a Defiant. As soon as the
Hmm.
Defiant came aboard.
Yeah.
Um, so, um, so yeah, you have the Borg, plasma rifle, which they didn't need, cutting arm, shield generator, and six coils, which is the little tubes that I know you like, Frank.
Or
Um,
you know, tubes are awesome.
tubes are awesome.
He loves his
And then
tubes.
and then we also have the captain himself, Jean-Luc Picard, the weirdest Frenchman
Really.
with an English accent. It's I don't know how that works, but whatever.
Why?
Um,
I have a question. Were the figures really that shiny? Cause look at Picard.
no.
He's fucking glycerine, bro.
Let's see. Let's see because guess what? I actually have him.
You got Picard?
I have Picard. Let me turn on the light and turn. So this is Picard. He doesn't look so glossy.
Okay, cause here he's just freaking shining,
Just
dude.
shiny, yeah. No, I won't put him. He's shiny. Yeah, if you hit him with the light, he's shiny. So I got Picard, and I actually also have the board figure.
Oh, the same one that's on here. Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, and by the way, speaking of toy stores, these two are on sale on the toy store. So if you go cartoonrewind.com, you can find them. So
Nice.
just in case, if anybody's interested. As you can see, value is not a lot. So very popular line, um, but not so much for the figures. The figures were just playthings, and there was a good amount of them produced, so they're not very expensive. Then again, next we have Commander Riker, first officer. He again a lot of accessories that no one really needs. He's got his phaser, tricorders. On the holster, he has a UV source and a field kit with analyzer. Why? Because I don't know.
Mm.
No. I, and then you had the Ferengi. Wow. Okay. The which again was this was an issue here when they first came out because the Ferengis was not portrayed in a very good light.
They were swindlers. They were thieves, of course.
Yeah.
You know who the rumor is who they're supposed to be, right?
Jewish people, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah.
So
All about
I remember
greed.
hearing something about that, but I
Yes.
just
so
couldn't remember.
so Gene Roddenberry hated Jewish people.
He hated a lot of people, so it's fine. Because you also have the Klingons, and those are the blacks.
Hmm.
For real, that's what it is. Uh, value here. It's funny how, yeah, the price is about the same pretty much. The Star Treks are a little more expensive. So you see here, Riker. This is he's a little beat up. He should have a little torn.
And
So
is he posing with his arm
Yeah, he's
on
sitting
the
yes,
side?
sitting behind Picard, or standing up behind Picard.
Mm.
I always think I always see his hands. I always feel like his hands are too big. It's
Okay,
heavyweight.
so that wasn't just me then.
No,
Yeah, no, this is
Okay.
just you. Then we go to the Garon, the Klingon, which looks nothing like Garon, but whatever.
Kapla.
He should have. Oh, hello to you too. He should have bigger eyes, but pretty good figure. I thought it was a good figure. And then Data, not much there to talk about. Uh, a lot of accessories, a lot of phasers. Cool. If you notice here, like a little sloppiness. See how Data on the name badge is just a sticker. This
hmm
is Data on the standing base, and then Riker's
On record, what does
his
it say?
name his
Oh, it's
name is so
slanted.
long. It's so long that I gotta put a slanted. Same thing with Picard's not even straight either.
Damn.
well, that's what happens when
Yeah.
you make them very cheaply.
Yeah, man, those
Yeah.
5-year-old kids in China, man, they got lazy.
Yeah. So I don't have any of these. Then we have the counselor. She
Deanna
comes with a
Troy,
purse because she's a girl. Deanna Troy. Yes. She's half Betazoid, half human. Lieutenant Commander Kunta
Jordi
Kinte.
LaForge.
Oh, sorry.
a
That
blind
name was.
a
We
blind
call him
black man,
Toby. We call him Toby.
blind black man.
No, call
Yes.
me Kukikente.
Kunta. Hey. Yes. Or some of you know him from reading Rainbow.
Yes.
Yes. Again, nothing special about these figures. Um, nothing outrageous.
You know, I can't
Uh,
stop. I cannot unsee the stands anymore because of you.
What
right?
stand? What stand?
The names. The names.
Oh, oh,
None of them are in the same spot. They're just
No, none of
literally
them at all.
yeah. And LaForge had to separate it. La
of
Forge
course.
Yeah.
to get it on there. When we go into Worf, Worf is there. He's also crooked. He's even crooked in the box. Looks like he's running, trying to get out.
Get me out of
He's
here,
trying to
man.
get out. He's trying to get out.
Get me out
This
of
guy
here.
comes, yeah.
Damn.
He comes with a hand phaser, tricorder, a black bat lift,
A bat lift.
sword,
Mhm.
yeah, sword and combat blade. So they gave him all sharp, pointing objects.
And it's all red.
And it's technically it's orange, but
Oh,
yeah,
is it
it's
orange?
like an orange, like a burnt orange. Let's call it red.
Do you have Worf?
I do not,
Okay.
not in this series. No, I may have a later. I believe I have a D Space Nine version of him.
Is it just
Okay.
So,
is it just me or the Romulan looks like what is Spock's
Spock.
what is Spock race? Klingon? No, no.
No, Spock's a
Vulcan.
Vulcan.
Vulcan. Okay. Why
Mhm.
does it?
Well, they're cousins. They're related. They're the same. They split. The original Vulcans left, and they became Romulans.
Mhm.
Okay, because he
So
looks definitely like a Vulcan.
yeah, pointy ears and everything. So yes, and that's it. Those are the toys. You get no Doctor. You didn't, and no Wesley Crusher.
Aw,
It-
Yeah,
that was probably the next wave.
and no Tarsha Yar either.
Oh, that's right, 'cause she was the call it? She was the chief of security, right?
Depends on what year, but yes, she was the first one, and then
Yeah, and then
Worf
she
took.
got killed.
Yeah, she got
Damn.
killed, and then Worf took over.
And no
And
Whoopi
didn't she
Goldberg.
sleep with? And didn't she have sex with Data?
She did have sex with Data. Yes.
Okay, I remember that.
Data's
I
a
remember that.
machine.
Data. She asked Data if she can do anything a human can, and he's like, "I'm programming lots of sexual positions." All right.
Data's a
Some
machine.
accessories we have. Some accessories we have, which I also owned.
Mm-hmm.
Me too.
Number
Me
one,
too.
the tricorder.
I
Not me,
had it.
not me,
Or
not me, not me.
I'm sorry, not tricorder.
The phaser. The phaser.
The
No, the
no. I was
personal
on the
communicator.
communicator. Communicator. The communicator, which I had. I
Okay.
might. I don't think I still have it, but there's that one, and then you have, and again, really inexpensive, boxed. You can get it loose for $8. Wow. The phaser,
I had the phaser.
type 2 phaser to be exact. Um, and a good thing about the boxes that the Playmates came from, they all had the try me button,
Yes.
so you can make sure that's. And a lot of them also had collectors numbers on them, so you can, to make you think it was valuable.
They were smart.
But yeah, and then one that I wish I had and never got was a
Oh,
tricorder.
I had that. I had that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
I was gonna buy the remade one, but it was $800, and I'm like, forget
How
it.
did you how did you have that one?
Cool.
Frank.
How did he have it? What do you mean?
Dude, I was
I was gonna say he was a he was
like
a Star
lowly
Trekker.
back in the days. I was a huge Star Trek and Transformers fan. That was my thing. Transformers has always been my thing. But I used to be a big Star Trek fan, dude. I just never liked the figures. I
Yeah.
was more for the accessories and whatchamacallit, the ships. And on this bad boy right here, the bottom folds up and down. And you see
Mhm.
where that sticker that says New Rolly?
Yeah.
Right next to it. You see where it looks like a green switch?
Right here.
Yes, that's how you
Right.
turned it on and off.
Um,
The one I've always wanted was the medical one.
oh, the one it has a little piece on the top that
Yes,
comes out.
that's the one I've never had that I wanted. And
Was it?
the laptop that Picard has on his
Hmm.
desk,
Yes.
it was actually a piggy bank,
Oh
and
really?
I wanted that so bad for my desk. Now, mind you, this was back then when the printers had that the paper with the holes on the side, and the printer went this way. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah, yeah. Dot. Those are called dot matrix printers.
Is that what it is? Okay, yeah, those,
Yeah.
right?
I
But
used to love the sound of that.
I, man, I saw it at where was it?
Comp USA.
I think it was at
Oh.
Target or something like that. I can't remember. It was a department store, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna buy that next time. And of
Kmart?
course, it was freaking gone, dude. But I've always wanted that laptop and medical tricorder, and I'd never had it.
I just think that this price is. I think he's wrong on this price.
I was expecting this to be a little bit higher. I ain't gonna lie to you, especially the figures.
Yeah.
Depends where you go.
Well, I'm going to check right now. I'm looking at right here. $80
For what?
for this same one, boxed. 80 $80.
Hmm.
Oh shit, $150 for the Playmates Start Classic Series communicator tricorder.
Wow, really?
Yeah. So yeah, so the price is a little off here. You're looking at realistically, you're looking somewhere between 70 to $80 based on what I'm looking at here. Live on eBay.
Yeah.
Live on eBay.
I was still in high school when this was depending on which month this was released, I was still in high school.
I was also in high school. Yes. Yes. All right. And that's it. Those are the only accessories that came out in '92. Again, the accessories, the play sets, and everything that got good was '93. Um, Let me see. Nothing. Playsets. No playsets released. The only vehicle we got was the Galileo. Oh no, this is not Galileo. This is the Gooder, the Gutter shuttlecraft.
Shuttlecraft.
Lights. Yeah, lights and sounds. Um, this one on the secondary market, I don't really. Oh, here's one. $40. So $40. So it's about this. Looks about correct pricing
No,
here.
it doesn't.
Why?
Because it was in a box, perfectly, perfectly saved. This is worth probably more to a Star Trek fan, more than $50.
Okay, but it's $40. So why would I? I'm happy with it.
Of course you are.
I'm happy paying $40 for it. And that's it, guys. That's the whole. That's
I
that's
never
the whole
owned that.
series.
I never owned that.
The shuttlecraft I never owned either.
Yeah, I owned the one from Deep Space Nine, the Runabout.
The runabout. Oh yeah, I had
Is
the
that what it's
runabout.
called? The longer
Yes.
one?
Yeah.
Yes. Where the front opened up and a figure can sit inside.
Yeah. This one I don't think nothing fits inside this one. This is just that's all you get,
And it lights up. That's it.
and it lights up. Yeah.
Makes
The cells
noise,
light
obviously.
up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, you can't put anybody. You can't put anybody inside.
Nope.
You you can open it up if I remember correctly. Let me check.
Can you?
Yes, you can. So same thing as a runabout. The front fits a person,
Mm.
right? And then the back goes down, and then you can put in. It came with a cargo that you can put in the back.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So it had two buttons, one for the phasers and one for the engines.
Did you have the phaser rifle?
The one that was shown here.
No,
Oh,
no, but it was
the
the
rifle
rifle
itself.
one. The rifle.
No, I never had that one.
Yeah, I never liked it because it was just a handheld phaser with an extension. I never liked the way it looked.
Did it light up?
Later on, it was better.
It did later on. That I agree.
So
I'm telling you, it took me a minute to like the Enterprise D. It took me a minute. But I still watched the show because I had to, because it was Star Trek. You know what I mean? And I just had to watch my Star Trek.
Yeah. But yeah, you're right. But you're right though, because the rifle, the phaser rifle, was pretty much the front looked like this, and then it had the second part in the back.
Eh?
Still cool though. I would have bought it.
No.
It got later on when they went to the movies. It got better.
It did. It did.
It did. So, but yeah. So far for '92, I only had two things. Well, I have two because of the figures that I have. So, but originally when this first came out, I skipped the figures and I went straight to
No.
the accessories. And
Yeah,
then,
I
like
should
I
have
said,
bought the communicator, but I never did.
93 though, in 93, that's when you get the ships.
Yeah, which will be the next one to talk about.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so, all right, let's talk about this. Let's take a quick look at some of the toys then. Some of the commercials for the toys.
What? Let's do it, man.
Let's do. So let's see here.
Computer subspace transmission to Starfleet Command from Enterprise. Stardate 4584.3.
I like how they just recopy
Commander data has
scenes.
away team transported to the surface of Zeta 4 to rescue a diplomatic delegation from automatic weaponry suddenly out of control. The Ferengi arms dealer is trapped by his own laser cannon fire, along with Gowron the Klingon warrior and the Romulan ambassador. Zeta targets the weapon's power source, with deafening results.
Oh, it came with a little extension, so like it looks like he was actually shooting to something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Except when he's walking around, he just let me see me go back to it. When he walks around, it just looks like he has a little snake. Watch, see him? It's just a little. Yeah, he's got a little snake just going around. His little stick. He's just waving his little stick around.
And what's on his forehead?
He used to have a little tattoo.
Wasn't that like a mind device or something like that?
No, it was a tattoo.
Oh, okay.
Ah, okay.
You're thinking on that series he had something in his brain because they were sending a signal to
No,
the first
because
time Ferengi
it
came.
always lit up. It always lit up while he was like it was a computer counting money or something like that. Because Quark always had something on his head. The one who
Quark had that thing behind his that little
He had the
shield thing,
curtains.
right?
He had the little curtains. He had little
Mhm.
curtains for his ears.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think they did that so they don't have to put makeup back there.
Well, it's smart.
Yeah. All right. So the next one we have is
Computer subspace transmission to
Same one?
Starfleet Command
Yeah,
from
same one.
Enterprise. Stardate
No, different one.
4548.4. It's a single
Oh,
blast,
it's the
source
bridge.
unknown. Lieutenant Worf checks
With
weapon
Riker.
systems. Captain Picard orders full shields from Lieutenant LaForge in engineering. Suddenly there is an alien presence on the ship. It's one of the Borg, a hostile robotic life form. Commander Riker returns phaser fire.
He has a stick.
Star Trek: The Next Generation action figures from
Bro,
Playmates.
those freaking phasers coming out, bro. That is so cheesy.
It's a stick.
Exactly.
it's just Lieutenant Riker hits him with a stick. No effect.
The Borg is down.
The Borg is down. The Borg has been hit with a stick. Oh no. I have fallen. I cannot get up.
If only
All
Janeway
right.
knew that back then, huh?
Yes.
Only what? What? Only who? What?
Janeway. Janeway. All right. So next up we have they made Star Trek Happy Meal toys.
Of course they did.
Yeah.
Presenting McDonald's Star Trek meal. Parents.
Okay, but this is already using the original series logo, not the Next Generation
Take a
logo.
good
I
look.
know.
It's the only meal approved
Oh,
for
it's
your
from the
kids
movie.
by the United Federation of Planets. Outside, the Enterprise, action, intrigue. 5 exciting boxes based on Star Trek, the motion picture. Inside,
I know it's
a
not
regular
this
hamburger,
way,
fries,
but I figured it was really interesting because I don't remember
soft drinks, a
Star Trek.
McDonald's and cookie sampler, and
Which
a Star
movie?
Trek prize. Star Trek
first
meal,
one.
games, jokes, puzzles. Your kids will love them. McDonald's Star Trek meal.
I don't know what the toy was though.
Well,
Probably
did you
wasn't. It
did you
probably
have a
was.
flashback when you saw the cookies in the bag?
The cookies, yeah, the bags, yes.
It probably.
Oh,
It
bro.
probably wasn't. It probably wasn't the toy. It's probably the box.
That was probably that, yeah. But I don't ever remember them doing a. But again, I'm not surprised. It's McDonald's. You know what I mean? But I don't ever remember a Happy Meal.
What are you talking about?
I remember the Happy Meal.
Do
I
you?
remember the
I
Happy
don't.
Meal with the movie, yeah. I never got it. Well, hold on. No, I'm thinking I'm lying. I'm thinking subconsciously I'm saying I remember it, but I don't remember it.
Okay.
I think I just seen it so many times already that I think I remember it. All right. Now this is not a toy. Well, technically it's a toy. All right.
What is it?
It is a 90. It's a Star Trek: The Next Generation phaser
A TV remote.
universal remote. Yes. Now I still have this.
You
In its
still
box.
have it?
I still have it in its box. Yes.
No, you do not.
I do.
I
Too
had
bad
this,
too.
buddy. I had this.
Now this is my first Father's Day gift that I ever received.
Which kids?
So, my oldest daughter, my oldest one.
Yes.
So, I want to say I got it. I remember when I bought it because I had to go buy it. It was bought it at. I didn't pay for it. My ex-wife paid for it. At Service Merchandise. You guys remember that?
Yes,
store?
I
Of
do.
course.
Yeah. So I bought it there. You know, you had to pick it, write down the number, or take the tag, and then wait for it to be sent to the front. But yeah, I have it. I still have it in this box with a Search Merchandise sticker on it saying that I paid for it. I used it for a while. It does have the option to put it into play mode.
Mm-hmm.
And there it is. Yeah. I saw it the other day because I was going through some of my stuff.
Mhm.
And I saw it. Yeah. But that's pretty much it that we have for Star Trek Playmates line 1992, Series 1. And a little extra there.
Yeah.
Overall, though, before we go we continue talking about it. Frank, you're good at it. Can you remind our audience, all 4 of them, of our rating system?
Actually, I just got a notification. It's actually 5 now, buddy.
Oh,
Oh.
live.
Just to let you know.
Is it because you have 2 accounts?
Yes, that's the reason why. All right, so after our reviews or whenever we speak about anything, we always got some sort of ratings. So, as this is a toy edition one, right? Notice I didn't use the word special anymore, right? Because we're just doing a lot of these and people are loving it, which is great. The toy edition ratings are as follows. First one is collect. That means pretty much in a nutshell that it was owned when we were younger and we would own it again today. We got flip, which means that we'll buy it, but we'll just buy it just to sell it, right? Just to flip it, make some money. And then, of course, the last one that we have is pass. Like, no, thank you. Hasta la vista, baby. I don't want it. Those are our ratings.
Nice. So I can speak for everyone here when we say it's a collect.
Huh?
From everybody here.
I think it's a flip for D.
Thank you. Flip.
Yeah.
Hold on. D, hold on. Let me mute you for a second. So
What
yeah,
you
no.
mean?
So as you can probably tell, since I have them, and I have some of the original series, that for me is a collect. Even though I am selling it, but I have a large Star Trek collection that is just way too many, taking up half of my world. So it's a collect for me. Lots of enjoyment I had with the ships growing up.
But you see, we didn't show the ships. The ships I won't sell. But if they did a reconfigure like how GI Joe did the what are they called now?
The
Classified?
classifieds?
Classified like that, I'll definitely collect those. But those older versions, yeah, man, we flipping them all day. Flipping them all day. The phasers, the tricorders, yeah, we flipping them all day.
Yeah. And I'm gonna have to agree with D. Again, I'm just not a big Star Trek fan like I used to back in the days. You know what I mean? I respect the toy. I think they're cool, just the ships. You know what I mean? But for me, yeah, no, I would just flip it. That's me.
Hmm.
Now you know.
Mm-hmm.
Now you know if they came out with a Voyager line, you know I'm collecting all of those all day, 100%.
They do.
Bro.
They do have Voyager line.
Not not like the the
Oh, like classified?
yeah.
Well, that's well, Super 7 makes the Ultimates,
Yeah.
but I still think they're a little pricey. I think the Ultimates for $30 would be a good price. So all right. Well, I think Frank, I think we're good. So I think it's we got two flips
And one collect.
and one collect. Well, because you got two flips, I'm gonna give you a third flip.
I wonder what that
Third
is.
of,
and just for reference, Rolando's newly bride is on TV playing in New York. There she
Oh,
is.
is that her
yes,
right there?
There she is, right there.
sure there. I can see her from. I'm gonna throw a kiss. Bye, babe. See you when you get home later.
Oh,
Um,
ooh. She just waved at you. You saw that?
Yes, she did.
Yes, I thought again. Just to wrap this up, though, Playmates, based on previous past versions of Star Trek toys and figures, Playmates was a big step forward
Mm-hmm.
back in the '90s and helped out a lot to extend the longevity of Star Trek toys. Um, the only difference is a lot of people want more ships than the action figures, but for the first time in '92 and '93, people were starting to play with action figures more because of the fact that the good job the Playmates did. So, and they got the licensing, and they're sending them. I have all my good Star Trek stuff in the display case. Um, but they have Playmates came out with
Oh my
little
gosh.
more a little more smaller version, a little more detailed of some reissues. So all good. So thank you guys, Frank.
Of
Do
course.
what you do best.
All right. Well, guess what? That wraps up our show for today. So, from all of us at Cartoon Rewind, we want to send out a huge thank you. And thank you for tuning in as well, right? So remember to show us some love with the like, hit that subscribe button, and stay connected with us on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you watch your podcast. And remember, we do have a new home. Rolly, Where is it?
CartoonRewind.com.
There you go. And don't forget to put that www because that's important nowadays. Right, Rolly?
Yes, it is. www. Or if
Really?
you're cool, or if you're a geek, you can put the HTTPS.
Exactly. Because that's how you know that it's secure. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yes. And also don't forget to catch us on Instagram, TikTok for even more amazing cartoon clips. And of course, until next time, stay tuned, my fellow cartoon addicts. Peace.
If